Anyways, it's Valentine's Day today, I think. February 14th, that's Valentine's Day, right? So this very first order is, I think, a Valentine's Day gift from a guy to his wife or girlfriend. I'm assuming that, because it doesn't really say that it's for Valentine's and whether it's his girlfriend or wife, but it's a gift. Of course, it's to somewhere that's close by, but a real pain in the ass to get to from where I was at. And this one in the special instructions, besides other stuff, gives me a phone number to call in case there's a problem finding it. And I hate it when they do that. I mean, it seems like a good idea, but yeah, all this construction right here is completely unnecessary. There's nothing wrong with that road. Nothing at all. I don't know what they're doing. They keep blocking off lanes and stuff. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that road. It looked just like this one right here. Yeah, the GPS ends right here. So you got to kind of assume and guess that it's this place up here. I don't know if this is apartment complexes or what. I think it's like townhomes, but yeah, they just built it. In fact, they're still working on it. Alright, let me bring this in here. Says it's from her boo. It's like, lady, how old are you? You just called your boyfriend your boo? Jeez. He's nice, but oh man. Yeah, I'm walking up there. I saw her walking across the lot over there, but I didn't know if that's who I needed it delivered to or not. So I'm heading toward the leasing office and I hear her hauling across the parking lot saying hi. And so I said, hi, I got a DoorDash delivery. And I said the name. And she just pointed to herself and said, that's me, ha 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 ha. And I'm like, okay. She's like, that's good timing. And I said, well, it's from a Justin. And she said, that's my boo. That's her boo. I don't know. It's hard for me to tell people's ages now. I'm 46, pretty damn close. Birthday at the end of this month. She looked like she was about my age, but maybe not. GPS that you're that figures. They blocked this because of construction. They were doing this construction yesterday. See what I mean? Everywhere you go is construction. They never freaking stop. Me and this car right here have the same idea. They never stop the construction. And it's such a pain in the ass because they're always doing that. They're blocking turnouts or turn-ins. They're blocking lanes. They're restricting lanes, so it makes it hard for you to get by. Constantly. And whatever they're doing over there is probably something completely unnecessary. It's probably all cosmetic. It probably has nothing to do. I don't know why this guy just turned. Why he thought he had the right of way. Alright, I got a Chick-fil-A order. Another one is close by. I'm sure it's to one of these apartment complexes over here. About to find out. No, it says Suite 511. Meet in parking garage. Oh, it's the freaking speedway across the highway. The GPS ends in the middle of the parking lot. Outside, way well outside of the parking garage. So this is another one of those. It's a good thing I'm kind of familiar with the area and I kind of know. I mean, why not just put, this is over at the speedway or something like that. People, they never do stuff like that. Yeah, over here, I should have worn my, it's another one, I should have had my dash, or body cam on. They, when I was walking up to go in, I thought I heard somebody yell, "You got a flat tire." But I was like, surely I'm just hearing things. So as I'm walking across their little crosswalk thing, I look over, this car has their hazards on, and their back right tire was completely flat. Not a little bit flat. It was on the rim. And, you know, I felt bad for them and started to, you know, say something, but I said, well, somebody already told them. And it looked like they were already on the phone, you know, trying to call for, you know, somebody to help them. And I did, though, tell somebody inside. I said, hey, this car out here in the drive-thru has a flat tire. I don't know if they need help. And somebody went out and helped get them at least through the drive-thru and helped direct them. And anyways, it just makes you wonder how long were they driving? Oh my God, people! I have no idea what this white car right here is doing. It's like I said before. However crazy or bad something looks on the camera, it's worse for me. They're going like 10 miles an hour. I mean, I say I don't know what they're doing. I know what's going on. They're lost. They're looking for something. They don't know where it's at. So they're driving extremely slow while they try to figure that out. But it's like you can't do that in busy areas like that. There's some places, like in housing neighborhoods or whatever, where, yeah, that's kind of okay to do. But even then, you know, you got to follow certain stipulations, certain guidelines, I don't know what you call it. But you can't do it in a busy parking lot or a busy street or whatever. But yeah, it makes me wonder how long they were driving like that. That's happened actually to me in the past, not me directly, but I remember I was in the car with my wife, and she was driving. And we got on the road, and I thought the road noise sounded louder than normal, but I wasn't paying much attention because we were talking or whatever. And then just out of the blue, because we started to speed up, I hear it really bad. And I'm like, I was about to say, I think you've got a flat tire. And somebody pulled up right about then and said, hey, you got a flat tire. So we had to pull over and I had to change it. And, you know, we didn't go real far, but, you know, it was far enough. Actually, no, I'm sorry. Something like that did happen to me directly. One time I was in the military. It was at nighttime. I was in Fort Hood, and I was going to drive to Austin. And Fort Hood's a big place, so I drove all the way through post and off post for a little bit before I realized I had a flat tire. So I'd been driving on it probably a good 5 miles or so. And when I went out to look, and it was dark. I didn't have a flashlight. It was out away from everything. It was kind of where construction was, but I could see the tire was shredded because I'd been driving on it, you know, like that. But, you know, at the time, I think I was probably about 20 day. Okay, so yeah, the speedway is in front of me. This obviously, you see, is a gigantic complex. This is where they do NASCAR and stuff like that. Directly in front of me, I don't know, what is that? The first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 floors. Those are like office suites, and I didn't even know that until recently. All the floors above that have kind of that red railing on the balcony. I don't know if you can see that. So the top 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 floors, those are condos where people have, you know, windows out on the speedway. It's pretty cool. I've been in there before. been in the condo before, in the suites, the business office area. But below that building is a like a parking garage, not one like you're used to. It's just regular parking that's covered by that building. And then there's all that parking area out in front of it. I don't even know if you can see that. And then going to my right is a gigantic parking area for when they're having races and stuff like that. That's where the GPS is ending. Over here in this big empty parking lot over to my right. That's where the GPS is ending. So if I didn't know where I was going, how would I know where the hell we're talking?
Continue straight onto Levante Lane, Lone Star Circle, then turn right.
How would I know where the hell they're talking about when they say covered parking area? If I didn't know. You know? They didn't say it's a speedway. And they gave no instructions on how to get to the covered parking. Or parking garage. Alright, this is the parking garage. Let's see if I can see somebody. All these parking spots, by the way, are reserved for the people that live here. I don't see anybody. Alright, so I'm going to get parked. Text the customer. Watch there be some other parking garage that I didn't know about. She wasn't there when I went around the corner there. You probably didn't see it, but there's like a freight elevator and there's like a central elevator that's for like people that work here and the homeowners. Homeowners, like I said, are the people that own the condos here. Anyways, so I texted her, and like the 2 seconds after I sent the text, she comes out the door and holding her phone. It was obviously her. She said hi, you know, and thank you and all that stuff. She looked like she's about 23. So that has something to do with it. But yeah, I mean, how the hell would you know to come down here? And I know what people are saying right now if I post this. Well, you call them. You text them. Well, yeah, you sure can. You bet your bottom. You sure can call them, text them. But can you think of anything else that might be much better than just doing that? For the one saying that? Anything at all that might be a better solution to the problem? What do people think, man? Now, if you said, go ahead and put that in the special instructions so they have that information ahead of time, then you were certainly correct. Oh, man, I'm sorry to be a smartass. I just can't help it sometimes. Just pulled into the right after that last clip, the Speedway clip. I was pulling into the Chick-fil-A parking lot and got an order for Twin Peaks. It's actually for a virtual storefront called Good as Cluck. You know, by the way, that's another thing that's kind of telling about this place, because I really don't like this restaurant for just the reason that it markets itself as a family restaurant, but it's not a family restaurant. If they marketed themselves as a like a sports bar, that would be one thing. But even that is kind of iffy. But anyways, the Good as Cluck, you know, these restaurants that, you know, they do a play on words using a cuss word. Again, it's a family restaurant. Even though it's a different name, I still having to go there. It just tells you a lot about the place with that kind of stuff. And I know I sound like a teetotaler. You know, I do a lot of things that, you know, I cuss. You know, other things, not nearly as, you know, there are a lot of the things that I do that are considered, you know, wrong or whatever, or immoral. Not nearly to the extreme that a lot of people do. I know, you know, that I know of and know. But I might try to wear my body cam this time, because I went in there yesterday, and well, in another day recently, and because of Valentine's, all the women there, all the employees, the women employees, the hostesses, the waitresses, the bartenders, they're wearing full-on lingerie. I'm not saying just skimpy shorts. You know, I'm not just saying a little nightie. I'm talking there's nothing covering their rear end at all. Nothing. And as far as the front, there's not a whole lot covering that either. You might as well be going to a strip club. And it's a family restaurant. I went in there yesterday to pick up an order, and just like it's happened before, there's people in there with their kids. Little kids. And I'm telling, I'm not exaggerating. The women there, their rear end is completely showing. There's nothing that's not showing. And it's horrible. And what bothers me more about it is the fact that people go there with their kids. That's the biggest thing that bothers me. I posted this online. I figured, you know, it wouldn't get much traction. Of course not. I'm kind of leery about bringing my camera in there, because, you know, people think I'm some sort of pervert and I'm just videotaping the women. That's not what I'm doing. Anyways, and that was the other thing I wanted to make a point about. You know, when you go into places like this with the, you know, I'm not saying I've been to a lot. I try to avoid places like that, but the manager dudes that come out, they always have this air about them like they're a freaking pimp or something. So yeah, the guys, they have, I mean, there's nothing specific that I could point to, but they just have sort of that pimp air about them. I've got this mental picture of the guy walking out with the jerry curl and the fur coat, you know, the long fur coat and high heels with a cane coming up to hand me the order. Yo, man. Yo, man. You got to pick up. Oh, man. It's funny to me. I'm sorry. It's funny. I just got a Chick-fil-A order, and it's yet another one of these. It says, leave at my door. Meet at the stair store with a small window on south side of building. So first of all, if we're meeting somewhere, that means I'm not leaving it at the door probably. I'm handing it to you. Car backing up. But yeah, it's another one of those. If it's a business, say that it's a business. And say the name of the business if that will help. In other words, sometimes, like with these distribution centers, there's no name on the outside of the building. So
take the next left toward Lone Star Circle, then turn right onto Lone Star Circle.
But the other thing is
take the next right onto Lone Star Circle.
The GPS stops on the road, it looks like, or right in the parking lot. GPS ends right here.
The customer requested you leave the order at their door.
Okay, you can see in front of my vehicle here, as I've pulled in, that this is a gigantic distribution center, and this happens all the time. Now, don't forget the GPS endpoint actually has already stopped. It stopped right at the entrance, so I don't know exactly where to go. This is another thing I run into all the time. Now, my instructions, I'm doing this by memory, but I say it here in the video, are to leave at the door, but I'm supposed to be looking for a door with stairs that's where a window is or something like that. Again, I'll say here in the video the instructions. But the other thing is the customer has asked me to hand it to them. Not specifically, but they said they were going to meet me, so obviously I'm going to be handing it to them. So it's a very confusing situation, but let's see what happens.
Additional instructions are provided in the Dasher app.
Meet at the stairs door with a small window on south side of the building. Stairs door? I don't know what the hell they're talking about. Sarah D. Stairs down here. Are you freaking kidding me? There's a stairs door. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. At least 7 or 8 stairs doors. You can see them on the camera. Somebody over here in a blue shirt. If that's them, it makes me want to just drive as slow as I possibly can go. But that looks like a dude. Okay, as I'm driving through the parking lot, I notice a guy walking across the parking lot in a blue shirt holding his phone. Based on his body language, I start to realize this is probably the customer, but I'm very confused because the name in the app says Sarah. And I can't really just drive up to some random person and hand them the order. I'm supposed to verify that I'm giving the order to the customer. But let's see what I do. Yeah, that's a guy. Looking for a Sarah. I don't know whether I don't know that. I think that's them, but I'm going to turn around on purpose. Doing this on purpose. So they can pull their heads out of their butt. Yeah, I'm almost certain that was them. The name on the account says Sarah. That was a guy. There's several stairs doors. See how long it takes for him to text me. There we go. That's funny. Hello? Yeah, this is him. Yeah, yes, sir. Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, the name on the order says Sarah, so I was looking for a woman, and it also says the stairs door. There's a whole bunch of stairs doors, so I wasn't sure which one it might be. Okay, so I guess Sarah's somebody else. Okay, are you in a blue shirt? Okay, yeah, there's a whole, you see all these stairs doors? Right. The GPS pin actually ends at the entrance too. But I'm gonna go ahead and hang up now. I'll be just there in just a second. And I wanted to tell him, well, you also wrote leave at my door. Freaking children, man. Hold on a second. Order delivered. Thank you. What I should have done is drove up to him and said, "You Sarah?" Oh man. I know it seems like I was being a complete jerk here, but you got to ask yourself, what would you have done? And always remember that when you're door dashing, volume is important. Speed and volume is important. So you're wanting to get the orders picked up as quickly as possible and dropped off as quickly as possible. And little things like this happening every day over and over again start to add up, and it gets frustrating. Oh man, people. Another Chick-fil-A order going to an apartment complex I delivered to earlier today. I mean, I delivered to this apartment complex quite a bit, so it's nothing out of the ordinary. If you haven't noticed, I'm feeling a little bit ornery today. I don't know why. Some days I'm like that. Yeah, I chose right. I went over to the left, went upstairs, and bam, it was right there. Sometimes I get lucky like that. There's a vehicle to my left. I'm going to take this down. Earlier I was in a clip, I was talking about a car that was in the drive-thru at Chick-fil-A who had a flat tire. And I got out of my car and I saw this vehicle. First of all, that's exactly what the vehicle tire looked like right there. But I'm not entirely sure this isn't the same vehicle. It's the same color, same style. I think this might be the vehicle that I was talking about. It's the same tire. Back right tire, completely flat, and like I said, same color and everything. That's crazy. If it is. $4.75 order, 7.2 miles. Crap, I guess I'll take it. Anyways. I mean, I don't know. It's just a flat tire. I know. People are like, what's the big deal? Well, I'm just saying it looks just like that vehicle I saw earlier. And if it's the same one, what are the chances? I'm going to have to turn today's clips into a rant compilation. I've been trying to avoid doing that because I know people don't just want to hear me bitch. But otherwise, it's like, why am I even talking? But the other thing is, when I started doing this stuff, I mean, mainly for me, to be honest. Just, I don't know, just kind of a hobby. Like people that build stuff and they have no intention, or they just make stuff. They have no intention of selling it or giving it away. They just do it because they like to do it. So that's kind of what this is. But anyways, one of the things I was hoping to accomplish is to try to get some of this information out there for people to see. And I know a lot of people, they're kind of stuck in their ways. So like having your door wide open in traffic. The people that do that all the time, if they see it, it's going to be normal to them, and they're going to wonder, well, why are you driving? Who cares? But I'm hoping, the people will see this kind of stuff, and when they go to do something like that next time, they might think about it, like, yeah, that is kind of dumb. I better not do that. I mean, it's happened to me in my life plenty of times. I'll do something, have a habit, never really thought about it, and then I hear somebody griping about it, or something. And I'm like, you know what? That's actually a good point. Why do I do that?